And have you ever thought of being a designer to a president or a governor?
Yes, actually. It has always been, if you're into fashion in Nigeria, actually, even in any other part of the world, your dream and your desire is actually always to like design for top peoples and even normal people. But in my state and Nigeria, to be precise, they'd rather consult people that are outside the country to design for them, or people that like that they have the name already. They'd rather buy Gianni Versace, they'd rather buy Paul McCartney, not Paul McCartney, they'd rather buy Gucci, they'd rather buy Tom Ford and all that, instead of consulting the local designers to design for them.
What is behind the design you are wearing now?
Actually, behind this is actually sustainable fashion. Like, okay, when we're talking about sustainable fashion, we're talking about trying to bring up our own local fabrics. I'm wearing ashoke and velvet pants. So the velvet pants actually from my father's wardrobe, and this ashoke was designed by me. The jacket, I took this from my mom's scarf, our old outfit, and decided to make it into a jacket because when I started my service here, I discovered there are like ways we can actually bring up ashoke and then make money out of it in this state, especially in your state. It's saying it's like the home of ashoke, ashofi they call it. Yeah, it is the home of ashofi. So by the time we start, we get people to weave, we get like 100 people to weave, we get people to sew them, we get designers on them, and then we can export these things. If we export ashoke overseas, trust me, the amount of revenue and profit we'll be getting from it will be amazing.
Who is listening to you?
Who is listening to me? Nobody. I went for this export program in Abuja, actually, and there were people there that were okay, they were interested in it and all that, but they needed a foundation. We all need a foundation. I can't just stand up this morning and be like, oh yeah, I need to go and get 100 weavers, I need to get tailors, I need to get all of them together. There are no funds. Do you understand? So we need to get a foundation. We need to have a startup for all these things. And at the conference, actually, there's this platform called She Trades platform. What they do is they help women only to actually export out of the country, and then they teach them how to. But they are from the overseas. My fear is, yeah, they are good. They would help us, but by the time they are coming from outside the country to help us, that is what it seems now. But by the time they start asking us to export and all, it would look like it is their own profit.
What you are wearing tells a story about our culture.
Yes.
So with fashion, you can tell the cultural story.
Definitely. You can tell. Fashion is art. Fashion is culture. Culture is fashion. By the time you see, because culture is a way of life. Fashion is a way of life.
And from my research, I know culture is a very big tool of foreign policy. That when you are able to explore your culture in your foreign policy diplomacy, you go a long way in redefining the minds of those watching you and attracting them to your identity.
Exactly.
Is that what you are doing as a fashion person?
That is it. That's what I'm trying to do.
You know, sometimes I go on your page, I keep looking at your picture, keep saying, okay, what story is she trying to tell? Who is this young lady? What are young people saying about the Nigerian state?
Actually, the young people some of them are silent, but there are people that are actually coming forward now to say stuff that they want to do this. They want to have a say in the Nigerian economy. They want to be able to do things. They want them to hear. They want the people in the states. They want them to hear them. They want them to hear what.
And you are one of them.
Yes, I want them to see that you don't have to wear a suit made by. Yeah, I love designers. I love foreign designers. But recently, I've been like, okay, I love them because they are good looking, because of the fabrics. I love the way they feel on my body. That is what fashion is about. At times, it's about comfort. So by the time I started checking ashoke and the velvet, and I'm like, I mean, I can get all that in my own culture. Let me go out there. When they saw this jacket at the conference, they were all happy. They were like, oh, so ashoke can be made into this. I'm like, yeah, it can be made into this.
I thought they said Nigerian youths are lazy.
And I actually never supported that. Nigerian youths are not lazy. They are never lazy. We might have some that are lazy, but Nigerian youths are not lazy. The only problem is that some people are scared to come out to talk. Some people are how would I put it? Some people are feeling like, okay, they won't listen to them, so let me just keep shut. Let me just keep quiet. During my service here, I just finished my service, I organized the fashion event, which I didn't even know I could put together. I brought in 5 speakers from Lagos, top fashion people from Lagos, to come and talk about this sustainable fashion chain, how we can have all fashion. When it comes to fashion, we don't have designers only. We have stylists, we have makeup artists, we have hairstylists, we have photographers. Everything, they all make up fashion. So we wanted them to talk about how everybody can work together to add to the development of our local area. Because imagine having a fashion designer here, and then the person is like, oh, okay, I have my design. How do I get it out there? The next person you call is the photographer to take pictures of it. Then you need the social media to help you put it online. Then you need the stylist to help you put it together. You need the makeup artist to do the makeup for the model. And then you need a hairstylist to make everything look good, the hair and all that. So everything has to work together. But the youths are not, they're like, okay, I can't do this. I don't have the money. I don't have the foundation. My parents are not rich. My this is not that. Everything, that's just the problem with the youths. They are not lazy. I've seen youths that actually are willing to do a lot of things, but nobody's giving them the ground.
If you're just joining the conversation, I'm discussing with Anna Oludare. She is a fashion and style blogger. She's also a fashion stylist. You can also find her on @CC on Instagram, or you look for the Hannah, T.H.E_Anna. It's complex. Your handle.
Yes, it is, because I like being different. So.
You like being different?
So I had to just look for that.
Are you making money?
I mean, I can't say I'm making money now, because by the time, with what I'm looking at, with what I can actually make from fashion, with what everybody can make from fashion, I'm not making money yet. Because it seems like nobody still understands the concept of styling. Actually, some people feel like when you talk to them, you tell them you're a stylist, they're like, okay, stylist, what do you do? I'm like, I'm a stylist, I'm a fashion stylist. I am not a tailor, and I don't have to be a fashion designer. I can actually get outfits from fashion designers and help them create into a masterpiece. By the time I put it together and someone wearing it, I could actually look at you and be like, oh, what you're wearing is not complete yet. I can tell you the cap you're wearing on this your clothes is not the best thing. I could tell you it is a lower cap that is supposed to make it look good. I can tell you, oh, your sweater is not the right color for your skin. Do you understand? I could tell you, okay, it has to be a yellow color because you're dark skinned. Do you understand? So that's what a stylist does. Like, even if you feel like, oh, you're perfect, you're dressing. I
can see everybody's looking at what they are wearing. I'm not looking at mine. No matter what Anna says, I'm wearing what I'm wearing. Continue.
So that's just how it is. Like, I could I myself at times I just wear some stuff and then I look at myself, I'm like, okay, Hannah, is this you the perfect?
But you know, fashion can be stressful. I just want to dress and just leave the house.
No, you see, as much as fashion can be stressful, fashion is actually comfortable too. It is now when you're saying fashion can be stressful, that's when you're not going to style.
Mm-hmm.
So fashion is general, yeah. Everybody has fashion days. Even to the poorest man on earth, there is the fashion in what he or she is doing. But style, that's where style comes in. That's where some people's style is luxury.
Okay. Analyze my style.
Your style is traditional, and the luxury traditional, because the embroidery on your dashiki is actually expensive by the time you give it to the houses to make.
Okay.
So this is traditional and luxury traditional.
Does it go with my cap?
Yeah, it does actually.
So I'm good.
You're good.
I'm a good stylist.
Yes.
Okay. You need to meet Edmund. I like fashion too. You know, sometimes you guys, when you listen to me on radio, you just feel I'm a one-directional man. I have fun too.
Yeah.
I take time to wear the things I wear. And the stylist has told me that what I'm putting on is good. I feel good.
Yeah, it actually does.
And you look good. Very good.
Thank you.
We are all taking her pictures. You need to see her now. And you need to go on her page. You need to know her. Are you motivating other young people like you?
Yes. Yes, but I feel like I'm not doing enough, but because you can never get enough of trying to. Because when I see young people that are like, okay, even there are some people I've made that are not interested in fashion, but I got them interested in fashion. Because by the time, that's one thing about me. I might not talk the first instance you see me, but later on when we start talking, I would always infuse fashion into it, and then you definitely know what I do. And I'm like, do you know that you can actually, by what you're wearing, you can make money from it? Do you know that you can do that? And then they're like, oh, okay, is that what? I'm like, yeah, fashion can actually bring a lot. There's fashion in tourism, there's fashion in politics, there's fashion in lifestyle, there's fashion in even the way you eat, there's fashion in everything. So that's basically it. I just tell young people, okay, let's do this. That was why I brought the event I had, the only people, everyone that organized it were all core members, we're all women. I just wanted everyone to understand that it doesn't have to be, you don't have to be 30, you don't have to be 29, you don't have to be 40 before you can have an event and change lives. And you don't have to be a man before you can actually change lives. Because some people are like, why would you have women on your team? You would not be able to do the work. Trust me, we did the work. We like the type of, can I use the pidgin word waka? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we waka because we had to walk. We got some sponsors in this Ibadan that some people didn't even know they were in Ibadan. That's when I got to know that there is more to Ibadan. You can't just say, oh, you want to have your event and then you're not getting. Yeah, you might not get, but you have to go deep. Look away from the popular ones. Look into the ones that the upcoming brands. I met this Atma Core. They supplied us biscuits, cookies for the event. Nobody knew about them. But because I had to walk, I checked Instagram. I didn't even meet people to meet them. I just did the research myself.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
That is why you're on the show.
Thank you.
I'm proud of what you're doing. And there are so many young Nigerians that are creative, innovative, trying to make their mark in a system that frustrates their abilities. But they are not giving up. They want to define their own country. Remember the men who built America? We can build the Nigerian state without the leadership that have decided to make the people poor. Hannah Oludare, thank you for featuring on State Affairs.
Thank you for having me.